Imagine unlocking the secrets of any property in Snohomish County right from your computer, whether you're a home buyer, investor, or just curious about your neighborhood. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that effectively, step by step. Welcome to This Explainer. If you've ever tried to navigate local government bureaucracy to find property info, you already know it can feel a bit like a maze. But today, we're going to completely untangle the web of Snohomish County's property deed records so you can find exactly what you're looking for without the headache. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going on a step-by-step quest through the county's systems today. We'll start with the basics, prep for our search, run a live query, interpret those results, request official copies, and wrap up with some crucial pitfalls and property protections. Section 1. The Basics of Property Deeds. So, the beating heart of all real estate records in Snohomish County is the Auditor's Recording Division. They've acted as the official custodian of these public records since all the way back in the 1860s. But that brings up a pretty fundamental question. What exactly is a property deed anyway? Well, it's a legal instrument used to confirm ownership, establish exact property boundaries, and reveal any liens or encumbrances against a piece of real estate. Basically, if you want to know who truly owns a lot or what legal baggage it might be carrying, the deed is your ultimate source of truth. More specifically, we're usually hunting for what are called conveyance documents. These are legal instruments like general warranty, quitclaim, and transfer on death deeds that formally transfer property ownership from one party to another. But here's a kind of fascinating administrative detail. Before the auditor can even record these deeds, the document actually has to make a pit stop at the Snohomish County Treasurer's office. The treasurer has to review them and clear them for real estate excise taxes, or REIT for short. They literally stamp the document to verify compliance, and without that stamp, no way. The auditor legally cannot record the deed. Section 2. Preparing for your search. Okay, you never want to jump into a database empty-handed, right? Here is the absolute must-have checklist of what you need to gather first. First up, the owner's name. But pay close attention to the formatting here. The database indexes names strictly by last name, first name. So think Doe, Jane. Second, have the property address handy. And third, you need the 10-digit assessor's parcel identification number. Now, if you're missing that parcel ID, don't panic. You just pivot over to the assessor's website and use their Scopy interactive map tool. You can search the address or even just visually locate the property on the map to grab that crucial 10-digit number before you head back to the recording portal. And this brilliantly illustrates a crucial temporal boundary you really have to be aware of when you're looking at Snohomish County records. If the property transaction occurred from July 1976 to the present day, you're in luck. It's fully digitized, indexed, and literally minutes away from being on your screen. However, if you're tracing historical title chains that predate July 1976, you're going to hit a digital wall. Those older records are maintained on physical microfilm. That means you'll actually have to log off and physically visit the customer service center at the Robert Jewell building in Everett to use their microfilm reader printers. Section 3. Executing the online search. Assuming your documents are post-1976, it's time to actually navigate the portal. Here are the exact steps you're going to follow. Step 1. Navigate to snow.county.gov/recorded documents. Step 2. Create a free, verified user account. Now, quick aside, it's very important to note that starting March 2nd, 2026, creating this account using an email address becomes a strict requirement to even use the digital search tool, so it's a good idea to just get in the habit right now. Step 3. Input those formatted search parameters we just gathered. And Step 4. Accept the mandatory pop-up disclaimer before the system will display your results. So, the crucial point is that number 10. When you're searching by the assessor's parcel ID, the database demands exactly the first 10 digits of that parcel identification number. Any more or any less, and the search will just fail and return 0 results. Accuracy here is absolutely everything. Section 4. Interpreting your deed results. Once you've successfully pulled up the records, you'll get a list, and you need to know how to actually make sense of what you're looking at. When you click on a document, you'll first see its metadata, stuff like the recording date and the document type, along with a watermarked preview image. From these watermarked previews, you can extract the legal descriptions and the ownership histories. But keep an eye out for a few specific map classifications if you're cross-referencing this with the Scopy tool. For instance, if you see a shared interest parcel, this usually refers to collectively owned areas, like condominium complexes. A condo owner only owns an undivided percentage of that shared parcel. Conversely, if you see not a legal tax parcel, it basically means there's a mapping gap where adjacent legal descriptions simply do not meet up. Section 5. Requesting official deed copies. While those watermarked online previews are fantastic for casual research, professional transactions are going to require something more official. The county is bound by strict statutory fee schedules here. If you just need a clean, non-watermarked, unofficial copy, it's going to cost you $1 per page. But if you need a certified copy, which is the one that includes the official Snohomish County auditor's seal and a deputy auditor's signature, that's $3 for the first page and $1 for each additional page. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that $8 figure. That is a statutory manual staff research fee charged per hour. This kicks in if you're asking the county staff to hunt down those pre-1976 microfilm records for you, or if you're requesting extensive help over the phone. So doing your own online prep work literally saves you money. Now, if you request these copies by mail, you have to use the official recorded document copy request form. And take a look at those postage and handling surcharges. They're tiered based on your page count. The absolute most critical thing to remember here is that mail-in requests must include exact payment. The county doesn't provide change, and they do not give cash refunds. If your check is off by even a single dollar for postage, your request is going to stall out completely. Section 6, Pitfalls and Property Protection. Navigating this whole system is pretty straightforward once you know how, but there are a few traps that frequently catch people off guard. Here is the absolute most common technical pitfall when you're looking at documents online. Do not use your standard internet browser's print command, like hitting Control-P or File Print. If you do this, the deed's text will very often truncate or cut off, rendering the whole thing useless. Instead, you have to select the View option within the portal to open the document's integrated PDF viewer, and then print directly from that internal PDF system. That ensures all the pages format correctly. Let's move to and see how this builds into property protection. Because property title fraud is a growing concern. This is where unauthorized parties try to record fraudulent deeds or liens against your home. Snohomish County has countered this by creating a really great voluntary recorded document notification system. To shield yourself, visit snowcode.org/recorded documents/fraud alert. Enter your name, your email, and that 10-digit parcel ID we talked about earlier. The system will email you a verification link from landmark@noreply.snowcode.org. You must click that activation link within 10 minutes to finalize it. Once that's active, if anyone tries to record a document against your property, you'll receive an instant alert. Before we wrap up, please note that this explainer is for informational purposes only and is absolutely not a substitute for professional, legal, or real estate advice. While knowing how to find deeds is an incredibly powerful tool, county staff cannot give you legal advice, and interpreting complex title chains or encumbrances can be really nuanced. We always suggest reaching out to local real estate attorneys or professional surveyors for specialized assistance if you find something concerning during your search. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the Snohomish County Auditor's records. You now know how to prep, search, interpret, and protect property deeds just like a pro. Navigating government bureaucracy efficiently is such an invaluable skill. So I'll leave you with this final thought. What secrets are currently hidden in your neighborhood's property deeds? I highly invite you to apply your new digital skills today and go find out for yourself. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy researching.